Good evening and welcome to the Anime Analyst. I am your host Thomas Fry,
And I am your co-host Hussein Zaidi.
and we are here to bring you the latest animes that we can watch. We love anime, we watch them all the time. So tonight's anime is Failure Frame. I've been waiting to get far enough into this series so we can do this one. It's Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low level spells. Um, Boy, the title says a lot there, and it literally does say a lot. This is a 12 episode series starting in July. It's in the summer selection. Studios is 7 arcs. It's from a light novel. It's an action adventure fantasy, and it's an isekai. And they didn't have much imagination on that. Bunch of kids going down. Although I like the insanity of how I didn't have this, I didn't see it this bad in school, but with the teasing and the bullying and all that stuff, I'm like, this teacher is a loser. I mean, by any means, he should have stepped up and stopped this. But why I'm so excited to do this one, although it only has a score of 6.26, it is in the top 500. um and you don't see, it's 406. You don't see that a lot in something that's only halfway through the series yet. This is on Crunchyroll. It's like very high in the popularity. Um, and I really like how they started this series, and where they took it from, bringing in the classroom, and right away you get the evil goddess. Well, she claims to be a good goddess, but they pick the weakest member, and this is how I look at the synopsis. You isekai a whole class of students, kind of like the spider one. They did the whole class in that one, and they were kind of vicious about doing it. Some bullying going on. So the ones that are idiots in the old world are idiots in the new world. And while she's got them all standing around, she goes, "Oh, by the way, we've had problems in the past, so we are killing the weakest one."
Yep. And then he tried to use his spell on the goddess and he failed.
But the look on her face when he did that, she's just like, "Oh my gosh." And I think her mentioning that she had that safety bubble was an afterthought. It just blew her mind that this kid, who always, was a quiet one in school, one got picked on a lot, didn't fight back. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. Because it doesn't take him long after facing death to get the attitude. And a lot of times in a lot of the animes, they'll start with the attitude, but then they'll drop it right away. Not this kid.
Yes, and he is comparing his life to his childhood. Like he get the feelings from his parents and how he get the feeling from his aunt who adopted him, and that is also in his mind. And the one more thing that happened in the first episode when he thought he has a friend, and that turned out to be also like be the bully when he also you was the weakest one with the spells.
Yeah, he basically found himself all alone, and that's why. And he even said it when he was down in that cave, where they called him. What was the name of that? Um, oh, I shouldn't have brought it up because now neither one of us are gonna know what it was. Ruins of disposal. I'm like, if that ain't an ominous name, where are you sending me? To the ruins of disposal. Oh crap, I'm gone. So
But it has too many things to watch for. Like when he tried to eat the demon he just killed. He's feeling.
Yeah, he found out they got acid for blood and it's in the eyeballs too. You ain't eating that. Even the ghost had a crack on him when he finally gets to the end of the ruins of disposal. And don't worry, we're not going to give away anything that's not already in the synopsis or already talking about. That's why we're kind of talking a lot about in the beginning. Um, because I've got a little thing I want to show you, an excerpt from episode 6. I was just waiting till we kind of talked our way up there. Um, but you notice that when he teams up with Cirrus, um, he goes and just like helping and I think that's why they showed him helping the cat in the beginning, because if you think about it, Cirrus is the cat. She just got hit by a car, and he helps her up, helps her defend herself, and protects her, but not like a typical anime, the harem situation. No, it's not. He shows a little bit of respect, brings in and says, "Look, I want you to guard me," even though he's the one that does all the guarding. He wants, he wants to guard, and she reminds him of his aunt, and the only nice person in the kid's life.
And he knows the like dangers, like continuing with the relationship with the girl, like everybody is hunting her, and she even tried to end that, like when she returned the payment for the bodyguarding him, and he said no, we are
Right.
going together.
And then a couple episodes later, he shows why he wasn't concerned about that love. I love that scene too. That was really good so far, and I think that's why the popularity on this, everything is done in a classy way. So let me bring up. We are going to add sound today, and hopefully we don't get yelled at by YouTube that bad. But check this part out. I love this scene. It's in the beginning of episode 6. Well, no, it's about almost halfway through it. Sorry.
かけに勝ったつまり射程圏内パラどうかライズ
Perfect. You couldn't ask for nothing better as far as I'm concerned. I spent about 15 minutes lining up it, and I just kept watching it over and over again. I love that. To me, defines this kid throughout the whole first 7 episodes so far. It's just he takes what he's given, what everyone else is knocking on him of these crappy powers that are useless, and he creates something out of them. And he is, I don't want to give it away, but he gets into this fight with a pretty high level dude, and you have to watch it to see how it ends. But it's
The I like the character on this anime. If you go back, I think it's episode 4 when they are in the ruins and they are where they met, and they are going for a dragon glass chalice. And when he realized like this will be the thing that will be guarding the chalice, and then he found out the door, like nobody knows that, but
he didn't even tell her he knew her secret at the beginning. He didn't say anything, I think, till the beginning of episode 5.
yeah, he took a really good stance. Like we don't want to get into the past of each other because we don't know, and we cannot like trust on the first day. Like most of the time, on first day they were spilling all the things of his. So, but they and I think she still doesn't know that he is from another world.
No, she did not realize it till the end of episode 6, beginning of episode 7, when it gets brought up, actually, towards the end in episode 6, when he had another conversation and he mentioned it to someone else, and she was surprised. She goes, "Oh, you're from another world." Um, they hit this on the money. I'm already going to say I wish there was a second season on this. If the popularity holds out, I think there is a good possibility for some of the crap they put into 2 seasons. But we will get to... we will review this again. This is too good of an anime to only talk about, and even if we had watched the old thing, we'd still have to do 2 shows on it because we've only talked about the first 6 episodes, and we haven't even got into 7, and I think 8 came out today. Let me look real quick. Yeah, 8 came out today, so because I've watched that, and I am still stoked like normally I am back on episode 2. You start to lose where the writers or the director will lose you, but they do not. You are on the edge of your seat from the beginning to the end. I don't think there is a single boring part. They make it, they draw you in on this anime. It is most definitely worth watching, and we will review it again. We will go back and talk about this and our special Saturday night. We got Meet Us the Host, August 31st at 7 p.m. right here. Be here or be square. We're going to introduce ourselves and answer any questions that pop up, and I know we're going to end up talking about 7 and 8 on Saturday a little bit. Can't help it. This is when you get high level animes that they put a lot of effort. Well, I guess we don't know the exact effort they put in, but it sure as hell looks like they put the effort in it. So come check us out Saturday night. I appreciate for y'all being here tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night with what's our Friday 30-minute jobless reincarnation. We're gonna do a 30-minute show, so it'll go from 7 to 7:30, and we will see you tomorrow night. So I am your host, Thomas Fry.
And I'm your co-host, Hasnan Ray.
And this is the Anime Analyst, and we will see